Hello, everybody. Welcome to JH 586. I'm Jamie. Say hey to all of our shooters, casters, and loaders out there. Welcome to our Friday night live stream. We've already got 12 out there. And along with myself, Kyle, and Mr. Chico Wise from the Dirty South, the usual suspects, we have a host of guests tonight. So, first up, like to welcome Kenny with Eagle Eye Shooting. Loads of Bacon is with us from the Reloaders Network. Of course, we got Willie Bullet Man and Crazy Scotsman's going to be giving us away a press tonight. So we're real excited. We got big plans, big goings on tonight. So let's start first with our guest. Who wants to start? How about you, Scotsman? You go first.
I appreciate you guys hosting this. This is something that is pretty epic and pretty awesome. Again, it was all due to a subscriber. So, again, to that subscriber, thank you very much for doing this and allowing us to do this for everyone. So, I'm excited. This is going to be huge. I may have a couple of surprises, so stick around.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun. Okay, Mr. Bacon.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me on. I've been running around all kind of crazy. Haven't been allowed to post anything on YouTube itself, and so I've been building guns and hunting pigs and other things. So, but it's always an honor to be here. Appreciate the invite.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. And next, we'll go talk with Mr. Willie Bulletman.
Well, thank you for allowing me to be on your chat tonight. Unfortunately, as everyone can see, you don't see me. I'm having technical difficulties with my old laptop. So I will be going back on my cell phone after a while because that battery dies. But thank you so much for having me here. And tonight's going to be a great night.
Yes, it is. And we're glad you can be on with us whether we can see you or not. And the last, but certainly not the least of our guests, is Mr. Kenny from Eagle Eye Shooting.
Well, I really hope folks here are excited like we are. Really hope that the folks that are watching that are interested in reloading, you guys have a good chance of getting a good press set up. You guys are not familiar with the Reloaders Network, highly recommend checking that out. Get there, get to meet the folks here at the Reloaders Network. Got a lot of good information. Anyways, excited. Thanks, Jamie, for joining or for letting me join, and we'll get to it.
Brother, you are always welcome here, and it's always an honor and a pleasure to have you with us. And now to our regular panel members, Mr. Chico Wise will start off as always.
Yes, yes. Hey guys, thanks for being here. And I gotta just tell you, I'm excited, and I'm not even in this drawing, but I'm definitely excited for whoever wins, and I'm thankful for everyone coming here to show up, and I'm always honored to be a part of this panel. So thanks for having me, guys, Jamie and Kyle.
Well, speaking of which, that brings us to Mr. Kyle Lusk. You going to talk, Kyle?
Let's try that. Hey guys, I'm in the same boat as Chico. I am so excited about tonight. I had entries in it, but Jamie's going to explain here in just a little bit, I'm sure, what we decided to do. And I'm just grateful to be here and lovely panel. And we got almost 30 viewers right now, and we're just getting fired up. So this is awesome. Thanks for having me.
Well, with that being said, let me thank everybody for being here with us tonight. You know, our Friday night live streams are a chance for us to unwind from a busy week, and we try to stay away from stressful type topics. And that being said, we'll talk about whatever you guys may want to bring up for a little while. Then, about the top of the hour, I think we're going to have some special things going on here. So, any particular topics you guys need to discuss?
As always, I'm a zinker. I think people need to try them. Ocean 374 just tried my zinc bullets. Eagle Eye Shooting has shot thousands of them. I think people need to step up. because lead is going to be gone one day, and we're all going to be in the same boat. So step up to a steel mold while you can get them somewhat cheap and start practicing.
Hey, Willie, those zinc bullets. Is there any need to powder coat those at all? I've heard back
Not
and
at all.
forth. Yeah.
Not at all, Bacon. You don't need to powder coat them, not one bit. You can treat them like a jacketed round. You do loading off a jacketed load, and they're softer than a jacketed bullet. They don't hurt. Everyone says they hurt your rifling. They'll hurt your barrels. They'll hurt your cylinders. Kapooey. That's hogwash. I've shot them out of an old Colt Trooper. I've shot them out of a newer Colt Python. No problems. I have probably 600-700 rounds through my Glock barrel, my Alpha Wolf barrel. Can't tell, not one bit. They are a little harder to size, but if you water drop them, Andy 79Z28 gave me that little zinc pot, was telling me if you water drop them, they size easier. Just put a little spray lube on them. Occasionally you'll get one that's hard to size, but just like lead, you get a hard one every once in a while. It's just, we're going to run out of lead, or it's going to be so cost effective, it's not going to be worth reloading lead anymore, At least for me in California, it won't be cost effective. My wife just corrected me, excuse me. So we need to step up somehow, guys.
I don't know, Willie. I've got 2 molds on the way to me. They both cast 500 grain bullets, and it's gonna be hard to get a 500 grains out of zinc.
Oh no, 500 grains. So you'll probably have a 300 grain bullet by the time you get done. They are lighter. I'll give you that much. They are lighter, but they group great. They shoot great. I mean, you get a flyer out of lead too. I mean, just like zinc and just like jacket. But that's just my opinion. I mean, everyone thinks Kenny and me are crazy, but manufacturers are making zinc bullets now you guys can buy from the factory.
Well, we know you're crazy, but you are kind of crazy.
That's true. So true. My wife's shaking her head going, yes, he's crazy.
Yeah, that's too cool. The thing that I was interested in that Andy brought up, Ocean brought up, was the fact that how clean they shoot, and that was a little surprising to me. So I have several steel molds, and I'm not against trying it. I just got to get a different pot to melt the zinc in. So has any of you guys done anything gun related this week? I heard Bacon say that he had been building something. Are we allowed to talk about that? It got real quiet in here.
Oh, I can talk about that, man. I'm curious what other folks have been up to.
Okay, I'll go.
Go ahead, Chico. Go ahead, buddy.
Sorry. Yeah, I've been messing around with this Shooter's World powder, man, doing some load development stuff, and I like it. I'll probably get to the range tomorrow, and I just got to try it out on different bullets and different loads to see how comparable it is to stuff that I'm used to, like the tight group and the CFE pistol. But I mean, a lot of you guys in the side chat, y'all know a lot of us Georgia boys. We're always screaming this Shooter's World powder. It's because it's readily available to us. So and it's a good price. So I like it though. So that's pretty much it for me, man. Just working on some loads.
Chico, I'm gonna be kind of counting on you to keep an eye on the side chat. I will let you run through them here in just a few minutes. When we're already up to 45. That's unbelievable, guys. Thank everybody for joining us tonight. And I've seen some. See Brody 556. Daniel God is my judge. Josh Benware. Mig said when I asked him about did anything gun related, he said I looked at a gun of mine this week. So what about you, Kyle? What'd you do this week?
I had a friend of mine come over to the house. I did all the prep work for him. He wants to get into reloading. And I told him, you know, the steps he had to take to get in on this giveaway. And he goes, man, I ain't got time for that. That's why I'm having you do all this stuff. I'll come over to your house for an hour or two and we'll load some up. But he goes, man, I'm working 3 jobs. I'm like, oh, well, okay. I can kind of see that.
I got
some 300 Win Mag. Me and him did using these. Let me see if I can get it there. Yeah, there you go. 180 grain Sierra Match King soft points. And he's going to take a bunch of those down this weekend, actually. I made him up, or we made up, about 5 different powder charges with 4350. And oh my God, that round each powder. Whoa.
That's the same powder and same bullet I normally load in my .6.
Good Lord. But we're talking, the starting charge is 66 grains of powder. I mean, I was just sitting there watching the Hornady empty itself.
Yeah, those Magnum rifle calibers are not kind on your powder bill.
You know, you're really going to have to stop by Cabela's or something. You know, find the load that you like, and then you need to bring me about 8 pounds of powder, and we'll load you up some rounds. But yeah, that was fun. I've been playing. I think I finally put all the pieces together on this Texan shotgun shell reloading press. I think I'm going to hit the Reloaders Network up and get a mold. I wanted to stop by Cabela's, and I tried to hit up Amazon. I said, no, might as well keep the money local. So I got to cut a bunch of my holes apart and see what shape they are, whether they're tapered or square walled. And that'll give me a good reference to go off there. But yeah, it took me a minute, but I figured out the primer system and all that stuff because he sent it to me in a Ziploc bag. But I think I got it. Going. That's all I've been doing.
Well, I got some brass prep done for the 8mm Mauser, so I'm fixing to load up my first test rounds for the Mauser with some cast lead bullets that Charles Irby sent me. We got quite the crowd on that. One thing I want to Warsaw was talking about these red flag laws, and you guys know we try to stay away from politics with a hook on a Friday night, but maybe we do need to bring that up a little bit. You know, when somebody that you don't know can call down to the police and tell them you're a danger to yourself or your community or whatever, these things that violate our rights. There's only one way that we can go protest. We can do this, that, and other. And yeah, that's going to help. But you're going to have to call your congressman. You're going to have to let them know that you're against it. And until everybody that is against it decides we're going to stand up on our back legs and start knocking that down, that's the only way we can fight it.
Yeah, what happened to due process?
Well, our president said that due process will come after the fact, after they got your guns in their locker. And
that's not due process.
That is the definition of not due process. Yeah. Background checks. Warsaw's on a roll, y'all. Y'all try to calm him down a little bit.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut about this situation. It's a bad deal any way you look at it for every side involved. It's a piss poor damn idea.
Yeah, he says it violates 5 of our civil rights when it comes to social media background checks. So what I do on here tonight is going to affect whether I'm crazy or not. Go ahead, Scotsman. I hear you brain turning. Go ahead.
If that's going to affect that, then I'm screwed.
You ain't got a prayer, brother.
Nope, not one.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you ain't wrong.
No, you ain't.
I'll tell you, there's one other one we really got to watch for that's out there right now, too, is Hawaii. is pushing for the amendment to be amended. So I don't know if anyone saw that or not, but Hawaii is pushing for the Second Amendment to be amended so they can actually clearly define what it's supposed to be.
Okay, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but the only thing that can repeal the Second Amendment is another amendment. Am I correct? That will have to be voted on by each and every state, and not just a vote of the House or whatever of that particular state. I'm talking about the people of that state. Am I correct in that?
No, sir. It's still the elected politicians, but it has to have 2/3 of the state's approval. I may be wrong, but I think that's the way it is. But it is our representatives that are in our current, like the ones in Atlanta, the ones in wherever, whatever your state capital is, it has to pass by, I think it's a 2/3 supermajority to amend the Constitution. I'm like I say, I may be wrong. I'm pulling this off the top of my head, but no, it's not a public vote.
Well, I thought it was, so I stand corrected. Anyway, I tell y'all something I learned this week. You were talking a while ago, Kyle. You were talking about what was it, 300 Winchester Magnum?
Yes, sir.
Those. They've got the belt right at the head case, right at the head stamp. Right above the head, and really in the web. What I learned is that the cartridge headspace is off of that belt.
That's what I'm thinking, because that's the only reason it could be there.
Yeah,
the reloading dies are actually there. It was really weird. It's inset, and that part never gets sized. It goes up in the die, but you can tell when you look at it, it was not sized. That last little, you talking about that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what a headspace is off of. So it bumps it back down to factory specs right there. It doesn't use the shoulder.
Right.
I mean, because, good Lord, the base of that cartridge is huge.
It is. Well, Idaho's got a good point about the red flag laws. He said, why can't we vote states out of the union the same way we voted them in? Food for thought.
That part.
So, Mr. Bacon, do you have any idea of how the process goes to pass an amendment?
It's been a while since I watched that YouTube video. They had the little song that. The 2/3 thing seems to come to mind. My guess is it's elected officials in the House and Senate, a combination of that pass a new amendment to nullify or change a previous. But I'm not a lawyer. I don't even pretend to be one.
Or play one on YouTube, huh?
Well, I'll play one. Apparently, I'm not very good at arguing with people on YouTube that have official capacity. So.
Yeah, I get that feeling. I know what you're talking about there. So, Kenny, what are you doing over there, man? You're working away.
As always, I actually just got some toys back. This was a barrel sent to me by Uncle Jim. So kind of gives a hint of what I'm doing. But I was going to be shooting some of these. This is a zinc hollow point. I just ordered another steel mold that I'll be casting in zinc. So I got a couple ARs to build. I got a couple barrels. One's a little pistol barrel, and the one's a 9mm.
Well, that's an interesting concept, using zinc for a hollow point. That might be very interesting. And Bacon seems to be our cast hollow point expert. What do you think about that?
Well, the only thing I know about zinc hollow points is I've seen Kenny shoot him before, and he showed expansion.
Yeah, these are the way I have these loaded up is Winchester 231 on a 9mm, 7.3 grains. Now, very, very hot according to the case capacity. But with the zinc round, this is about 75 grains. There's no pressure signs. And it goes 1800 plus FPS. I got it up to 1830 FPS. It hit ballistics gel and acted like a G2 rip round. And the base continue flying on past 16 inches. So it's very, very devastating.
What caliber is that?
9mm.
Oh, Battle Bean wants to know if zinc wears out barrels. My only comment to that is all bullets will wear out barrels.
Yes. Zinc does not wear out a barrel. I've been through roughly 3,000 rounds. I slugged it about 200 rounds ago, and exactly the same size as when I first shot that SIG 226. It doesn't wear your barrel out. What's going to wear your barrel out is the hot charge, hot gases. Just like anything, you put more powder into it, eventually you'll start doing throat erosion.
If I can interrupt for just a second, Idaho Rogers said 2/3 of the Congress, 3/4 of the Senate, then ratified by a vote of the people will change the add an amendment. Then let's see. Fuzz Fork said if a convention of states is called, everything will be out of the state's hands. So
I'm curious what it is they really want to change, because the Second Amendment does not give people the right to keep and bear arms. The Second Amendment prevents the federal government from infringing upon the right of the people to keep and bear arms. The people already have that right.
What it states, if you read it, what it states is that they want to clarify the entire meaning of the Second Amendment.
I think it's pretty damn clear. It's written in 1778 language, and that's we've developed all kinds of words since
Kyle,
then.
these are the same people that call spam steak. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Yep. You don't get more clear than shall not be infringed, but apparently there's an issue there. So,
well, Warsaw's talking about gun sanctuary counties. I don't understand the concept. Can y'all fill me in? Or
there's certain places that have said if you're a gun guy, move here. Your rights will never be infringed inside of this county.
Basically, what that is, Jamie, is there was a lot of that came about with this immigration stuff. There were cities and counties and places that said, hey, people that are in this country illegally can be within our city, and our law enforcement within the city or the county will not do anything to aid in getting those people basically prosecuted or arrested or anything for being in the country illegally. I think it's a slippery slope, but basically some of the guys on the right have said, fine, if you're going to use that kind of logic, we will too. But I'm not sure if I really want to live. Ultimately, I want to live in a country where local law enforcement gets to pick and choose which laws they're going to enforce. I think it's funny that the right's taking the left's tactics and using it against them. But, if the law is wrong, change it or get rid of it. Don't just ignore the parts that you don't like.
That reminds me of another subject, but we won't get into that on a Friday night. But so Mr. Chico Wise, you feel up to running down the side chat? We're up to 50, brother.
Yeah. I was trying to go back to the very beginning, but I couldn't. So I'm going to start from the bottom and go up. So it's going off the chain, too. So we got Daniel God as my judge. We got Fuzz T Fork 8, MIG, that's measuring grains. We got OP25 TTFD, Vanessa Kitty, Brody 556, MCK. We got Warsaw Patriot going off in the side chat. Pamela's Pride. I haven't seen her, but welcome. Thank you for being here. Andy 79Z28. Mario Mosen. We got Kyle Luss is on the panel with us. Idaho Rogers. Who else? Jesse B Outdoors. Reloader 762. Who else? Emma Biggity, if I said that right. Who else? Pony _47. We got loads of bacon here on the panel with us. JH586. We got Nick L. And Phil M. Rivers, V-Borg, Crazy Scotsman, the Crazy Scotsman, Papa's Place, Poco Loco, and I believe Josh Benware. And I believe that is it. Big Al. Can't forget Big Al.
Uncle Jim was on at the beginning, but as soon as we started, he got a phone call, he said.
Right. Yeah. Mine hasn't went that far. Yeah, Uncle Jim, can't forget. I did see him out there. And James Pollard for now. Thanks, guys, for being here again. Sorry if I missed you.
Yes, thank you very much, guys. Y'all overwhelm us with just by being here and helping us out on a Friday night. So, Willie, we ain't heard much from you, brother. What are you thinking about those hollow point zinc bullets?
Love them. I've shot them. Absolutely love them. I'm afraid they might be a little too hard to expand all the way, but if you get that hot gas and you make it a hot round, everything's gonna expand. Jamie, I'm just so glad to see you, brother. I'm so happy you're out of the hospital. You're at home, and I don't see my magnet on your flag behind you, sir.
It's right there. Oh, you can't see it.
I can't see it. That's okay. I still love you, Jamie.
I love you, Willie. Hold on
Much
just a minute.
love.
Let me see if I can get it over here where you can see it.
It's okay, buddy. I just want to razz you.
Can you see it now?
There it is. I see it.
So, a couple of guys in the side chat I want to call out because I want to see more videos out of you two guys. Y'all are younger. Y'all got more energy than an old man like me. And I care a lot about both of you, and I want to be able to keep up with you. And that is Brody 556 and OP 25 TTFD. Is that right? Did I say that right?
You did.
But yeah, you two guys, we need to see more production out of y'all two. We care a lot about you. We want to see you out there making more videos and picking up us slow old men. Um, we also invited PC Bullet Empire tonight to be with us, but he was going to be here, but something came up at the last minute, and he had to cancel. So we're missing him tonight, but we are seriously missing Nathan tonight. Him and his fiance, the loaded cap gun, had a function they had to go to out of town, and it's always an honor for me to pick up the reins and try to host this thing. But man, I sure do miss Nathan when he's not here. There's Dave. Hey, Thorzax, welcome, brother. Glad you could make it. So yeah, we're running on kind of three wheels, but we got all this help coming in here tonight. So we're really obliged and really blessed to have everybody. So what happened was last Friday, I guess I got to tell this story. Got up and getting ready to go to work. I'd been sick the night before with I think it was a little bit of a stomach bug. I was having some real bad heartburn and chills. I was just real cold all that night before, and it was warm that night. And got up the next morning and I was real dizzy. And I called my daughter. She took me to the hospital, and I sent my boss a text and told him what was going on. And she took me to the hospital, and the next thing I know, I wasn't getting out until Monday. But they run a myriad of tests, and I got shaved where I didn't want to be shaved, and and
Giggity.
yeah. Go ahead, Willie.
I said giggity.
Yeah, man. I was telling my wife, I said she went home that Sunday, and my heart cath was that Monday, and she was saying, I was telling her that I had two girls come in and shave me, and she said, "Thank goodness I didn't have to see that." So I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but thanks, Larry. I'm not really, but Daniel, behave. Daniel said I had menopause, y'all. So,
I'm just glad you're back, brother.
man, I'm glad to be home, man. I ain't kidding you. I mean, First day or two was all right. I was just laid up in the bed, and I tell you the truth, that Sunday morning, I think I felt better than I'd felt in a number of years. But that's the first time I'd spent 3 days in bed, like ever. You know, and I did some thinking, and that's the first time I'd actually been in the hospital since 1972 when I was 10 years old. No comments from you guys. I know y'all going to really light me up on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm sorry, Jamie. One thing, Chico, I wanted to apologize for throwing you under the bus when I made that video. You and Nathan, I threw you both under the bus saying make a video for our friend here, Jamie. So I just wanted to apologize. I was just a little mad because no one was doing videos for him. But Brody did make you a video. Brody556 made you a
yeah,
video, Jamie.
he
So it was
did.
good to see him.
Yeah, I watched it.
That was a good video. I just hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't think that lets him off the hook for the next 10 months.
Warsaw signing out, guys. Thanks, Warsaw, for being here, and I hope we did your subject matter justice. I know we can't get into it like we need to, but maybe we can dig into that maybe a little bit more on Sunday night, Scotsman. That's up to y'all. But
Yeah, I'm sure we probably will.
so what else we got going on?
I have a question for Kyle. Since he didn't answer my text I sent him, I need your load data on your tracers, my friend, because I'm going to be heading up to see Eagle Eye, and I'm going to be putting some 300 blackout tracers down that barrel.
Yeah, brother. I honestly, you text me so late, my phone was already on silent mode. I think you hit me up at like 12:30.
Oh, I know. I was waiting for you to answer it later today.
Well, I got up, got to work and all that stuff, and work went sideways. I saw your text message because of all the other text message from my road techs and, mechanics and boss and everybody else. That's how we communicate because everybody's got their phone on them. I saw that after I got home from picking up the kids at about 6:45.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. I will shoot you out some load data. I'm not familiar with what kind of powders you have, but I'll send you out some.
Yeah, sir. I appreciate that. I want to do
So,
some late night shooting with Kenny.
where do you guys normally go looking for load data for maybe, let's just, theoretically say something like a 300 blackout or a 458 SOCOM?
Well, I've been using that computer program Kenny gave me a lot, to be quite honest with you. Plus, I jump on the internet. I go on all my manufacturers. Yeah, that's right, Chico. Go to the Reloaders Network. There you go. But I go on my powder manufacturers and see what they list for the weight bullet I have and the powders I have, first off. And then I go to the computer.
I get a lot of good luck going to the Hodgin website because it's pretty user friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And just punch in what you got, and it'll list all kinds of stuff. I'll take that information, cross-reference it between about 3 or 4 different reloading manuals, and every now and then I'll hop on to handloaders.com because they've got some forums in there where people are doing oddball stuff like a lot of times we do, and they've got it kind of, it's not very well, but they got it kind of broken down between rifle and pistol, and you can look around, but you'll be there for hours. So unless you're really confused, don't go there. They've got a lot of good tools on that website, like a cost calculator and all that stuff, and kinetic energy calculators and all that. But you got to have a chronograph that you haven't shot to be able to use it, which I don't have. But anyway, that's what I do because most of the time it's oddball stuff anyway.
I'm going to agree with quick load, but my number one tool is this right here. Piece of paracord and a gun vise, just in case on experimental loads, that anything's not listed. Quick load is a pretty cool program. I'm able to it'll actually estimate the pressures of your chamber and all that. It's pretty dang close to velocity once you get it dialed in. But there's always that safety factor. So the first few rounds, that's what I've done with my Zic rounds.
Actually, Kenny, I've got a couple of unique loads I'm going to be throwing at you here. See if you don't mind running through quick load for me pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime. That goes for anybody here in the chat too as well. Hit me up on Slack and I'll definitely help you out.
For some reason, I think a 500 grain bullet sticking way out the end of a 45 Colt case in a Taurus Judge might be kind of fun.
Sounds that way to me.
Now, if it was a Charter Arms Bulldog,
two-piece frame 44 or with 45 ACP, I had to go there, Bacon. I'm sorry. Jim, if you're there, I love you, brother.
That just shows we were paying attention.
Absolutely.
To all my Georgia boys, are y'all getting hammered with some storms right now?
Yeah, man.
Well, it's like a light show outside right now. That's why I went like this a minute ago.
Not yet for me over here in the dirty South. But you know, if I can touch on something, and I've said it before, but we got 50 people in the side chat. Let me tell you, if you need something for whatever, but reloading anything, if you're going to Amazon, it is highly encouraged, and I'd appreciate it. Just I'm sure, like a lot of people on the Reloaders Network would, there are links on the Reloaders Network to Amazon. The last time I made a purchase, I told Bacon, I said, look, I order stuff from Amazon all the time. And I'm gonna start using that link because I had to condition myself to stop, going my normal way and go through the Reloaders Network because it does help out to keep the site running and stuff. So it's 50 people. If you're ordering socks, if you could use that link, it'll definitely help out our community, and it goes a long way. So I'm gonna throw that out. I'm gonna go back to the side chat.
I appreciate that, Chico. There's affiliate links in there for it and discount codes and free shipping codes for a number of companies. In addition to Amazon, there's Brownells and Natchez and Palmetto State and a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just agreeing with Bacon. Yes, sir.
Mr. Bacon, have you done any casting with these 12 gauge slug molds that are on the Reloaders Network?
Have I? No, I haven't. I hardly keep them on stock for more than a couple of days, and people buy them all. So I'm starting to collect stuff. I will get there myself, but I have not yet.
Okay, I've seen a lot of different people, 6 or 7 people reviewing them, and they're having a lot of success with them and all that. And I think it was Gun Fun ZS sent me a message and said, "Don't buy an Amazon slug mold. Buy the one off of the Reloaders Network. You'll be a lot happier with it."
So I will tell you that Fortune Cookie, 45LC, and Thorzax, and a couple others, they're smoothbore rifled. They're getting groups that are like rifle size groups.
Oh,
out of these Russian slugs.
And I was thoroughly impressed. And Gun Fun was like, they have those in the Reloader store, right? I'm like, yeah. I just only know about 5 people that use that mold. Every single other person I know uses this Lee mold, and it's varying results with the Lee mold. But everybody that I've seen, like Dave and Fortune Cookie, and all of them are having excellent results, especially when you figure out which wad you need, and then just go from there. So, I've been doing some research.
Yeah, if you want, I'd say if you're really interested and have some serious questions, get a hold of Thorzax, and he'll be able to answer all of those.
Yep, yeah, that would have been my thing. I would have said get a hold of Dave. Getting rifle groups out of a 12 gauge at 100 yards.
Dave,
you mind if I ask Bacon a question real quick?
Go right ahead, bro.
So Bacon says, I know the answer to this, but since we have so many people here watching right now, and some of them are fairly new just because they signed up for the giveaway and things like that, can you explain what the Reloaders Network is, how it started, why it started, and the whole purpose behind it?
I'll touch on a few of those things. That's one of those topics that I could take up the whole night talking about, so I'll try not to. Basically, what was it? It was, I guess we're about a week shy of 1 year ago. It was middle March last year. YouTube came out with their new policies on content featuring firearms. And part of that language seemed to talk about not just firearms stuff and not just bump stocks and ARs, but also what they called manufacturing instruction on manufacturing ammunition. That should not include casting or reloading, but this is YouTube that we're talking about. Reloading might be putting a new case into a cartridge into a magazine. Who knows? So as the various channels started thinking about what is the future, looks like YouTube's about to give us the boot. They started looking around at a lot of different places, looking at Gunstreamer, YouTube, BitChute, Twitch, Vimeo, and we can go on and on with a bunch of sites that people have never heard of, which was good. But some of those sites were just popping up. Some of them have since shut down, and the channels are headed in 14 different directions. Everyone says go to Full 30, but Full 30 is by invitation only, and they aren't inviting. A lot of folks don't know that. Full 30 is not an option for us. Their doors aren't open. And so as a person who views videos and looks at content, I recognize that I'm not going to go to 17 different sites every day to watch people's videos. It's just the reality of it. I may go to one or two, but the rest probably will just end up being fond memories. And so I was thinking one day, hey, wait, what if we built a place where all of the viewers could go to and see all of the content? Doesn't matter where it's posted. So, Scotsman may throw up a video at Gunstreamer, and Bullet Man may throw up a video at YouTube, and Eagle Eye may throw up a video at BitChute. Doesn't matter. We can show all of those things to the Reloaders Network. So all of the content is at one place. All of the comments are in one place. So the community itself is still in one place. It's still centralized. The interaction is still in one place. And it doesn't matter where it's hosted from. And if one of those sites shuts down, the viewers don't have to all migrate to another site and set up accounts and log in. Those of us that make the videos can just change the source where it's pulling from, and all the comments stay there, all the view counts stay there. That was the genesis of that. Excuse me.
Yeah, we had to do something, and most of us appreciate you taking the bull by the horns there, Bacon, and getting that started. And I try to support it as best I can, as you know. But not to change the subject, but I want to holler at Kenny there for a minute. What primer are you using, sir?
The hand primer that I'm using right now is the Lee. It's the priming tool that I think it's the Pro priming tool. I've been having good luck with it, and I've been having bad luck. Kind of hit and miss, love-hate relationship. So that's what I'm using. You
love to hate it and hate to love it, don't you?
Yes. Sometimes it works. One thing I do not like is the way it's you use your thumb to actual prime. Unlike the other ones, it's like RCBS or the Frankfurt Arsenal. You actually get more leverage with your forefingers than your thumb. So.
Do you have your Frankfurt Arsenal there with you?
I did, and I don't know. I have no clue where it is when I moved. I know it's somewhere locked up somewhere in the storage.
Let me show y'all something I figured out.
If your kids are anything like mine, they're probably digging holes in the yard with it.
Gosh. I just found my Matco screwdriver right before I came home in the yard, all rounded off because they're digging rocks with it.
Yeah, so here's my Frankfurt Arsenal one, and this thing really works. It works well. And you get this square primer feeder thing, and something Scotsman seen me do, and I think it freaked him out. Your Lee triangle from your safety prime, check this out. It goes right in there. Not that that matters or makes any kind of difference at all, but I just thought it was really cool that the Lee works in the Frankfurt Arsenal. So I'm assuming that the Frankfurt Arsenal will also work in the Lee Safety Prime.
Ooh, I'm telling. Ooh.
Now, Jamie, is that just a is that the primer holder that fits in the Frankfurt Arsenal and the Lee, vice versa? Is that the tray?
Well, see, this is your Lee Safety Prime for small primers, and then that goes up there like that. Well,
Gotcha.
like this, and it kind of sits right here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble.
So does the Frankfurt Arsenal come with a tray?
Yes.
It does. The reason why I was asking, one of our good brothers is in the market for a hand primer, so I was gonna do some research on some of them.
I personally recommend the Frankfurt Arsenal. It comes with all the shell holders, a nice nifty tray, just robust. Its second choice would be the RCBS. It's just a little more finicky apart, but honestly, for the price, either one is good.
Was the Frankfurt Arsenal the one that you can dial in the seating depth?
Yes,
exactly.
Okay.
Right here, like that. But I ain't seen that it made a whole lot of difference, to tell you the truth. But what I've discovered sitting here talking to you guys is that the Frankfurt Arsenal tray will not work on the Lee Safety Prime because of that ledge right there. It'll go down in there, but you have to have those two little tips on the back of this triangle right here kind of keeps that together. I don't think y'all can see it, but there's two little tips right there. You can see right there that hold this thing together, or else the two parts to this little chute will open up and primers will spill out all over everything.
Yeah, and I don't recommend that Lee because Kenny, show your safety prime again or your hand primer. That clear adapter for the small and large primers, that thing sticks all the time, and you have to end up pulling the damn that Chingasan in his right hand right there. That thing's such a pain in the ass. There's a little tiny little valve that goes up that helps force the primer up, and that thing gets stuck, and it's a pain. The older hand primer from Lee I loved it to death.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the Frankfurt, but that new one, that thing is a hunk of junk.
Yeah, I sometimes have primers that flip around. I'm not going to say something or talk good, really bad about it or good about something that doesn't work. And you're exactly right. I have issues with this thing all the time compared to the Frankfurt Arsenal. But I'm always here to tell people the truth, what's going on.
Yeah, save the people money. Like me, I don't have money to be buying, something that's not going to work. And excuse me, let me mute my mic.
Okay, while we're talking about that, let me my battery's going dead. Let me plug up my laptop. I bought a cleaning rod today, and it's solid steel and it's coated, and it has a black plastic handle and the built-in bore guide right there. And this was on sale at my local gun shop for $11. That's a good deal for $11. Also, while I'm talking, I got a box the other day from my good buddy that I met on Scotsman's chat, Michael Sines. He sent me this box, and he sent me he knows I have a Mosin Mario, and he sent me a cleaning kit and the ammo pouch container. So this is pretty cool. Nice of him. I appreciate it, Michael, very much. And I got another thing in the mail. Actually, I got two more things in the mail today that I really would like to talk about if I can have a minute of y'all's time. I got a box from this fella that's on this panel tonight. I don't know why. I told him I was going to put this particular thing on my Christmas list. This came in the mail for me today.
Let me guess. You got a giant box in the mail, unexpected. That sounds an awful lot like the Scotsman's MO.
Close. He's about 3 guys down from the Scotsman.
That's my MO, but I'm guessing that was Kenny.
Kenny, thank you so much, brother. You brightened up an old man's day, buddy. I tell you, that's for sure. So
Anytime, brother.
That was my second guess.
So I've got lots of videos to make. I tell y'all something else. I can't really thank you enough, Kenny. I really can't. But I've been trying to catch up on some of Full Ed Tacos videos. And y'all know I do the 35 Remington. I named my channel after a 357 Magnum pistol. So that whole 35, 357, 358, 9mm, that range of projectiles really interests me. And he's got a thing out there called the 358 Yeti. Have y'all saw those videos?
The Yeti's very interesting to me.
I'm interested in that. I'm thinking about building me an AR upper in that. And you guys can help me. I bet Kenny knows. But from what I understand from watching Taco's videos, is that all you really need is a bolt, not a bolt carrier group, but the bolt, and then a barrel and a magazine. Would that be fairly accurate, Eagle, or anybody that would know?
I think that's. I think they're cutting down 308 brass for that.
I think so.
Yeah, that's all you need. I believe it's the 6.8 SPC bullet or cartridge that they're using, neck down or neck up to a 358. All you need to do is a bolt change. The magazines, you could actually take a mag full mag and kind of shave down the side where the neck follower is, and help it feed it more reliable. But yeah, definitely, it's just another bottleneck cartridge. You do have to worry about case neck stretch and all that.
Well, that's what I'm interested in, and I'm thinking about checking more into it. So I'll be checking with you and Taco and Bacon if you know anything about it, and y'all have to help me out because I'm really interested in that because from the ballistics I saw, it's better ballistics and flatter shooting than the 35 Remington. So with that, Chico was grinning and chuckling over there a second ago. What you got going on over there, man?
Nothing. I heard y'all talking about this new car. Well, this Yeti, and it's like 308 brass. I was like, I got a lot of 308 brass over here. You know, I'm on the verge of buying me a bolt gun, so I was like, oh, do I? But I'm still gonna stick with the 308 because I got the dies for it. So
no, you ain't, Chico. You ain't gonna buy no bolt gun. How many deals have I sent you?
I know, man.
How many good
I'm
deals?
late on the draw. I missed some good ones too, man, like by a day. So
Chico, now that you're casting bullets, you're going to find pretty soon you start looking for calibers that can use the bullets you already have.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I got these dies though. These dies, these 308 dies. I figure I can't let them go to waste, you know. So, but yeah, Jamie's right. Jamie sent me messages and I'm like, the next day I'll check it. It's like it, and I'm a deal seeker. I know if you don't jump on it, then it's gone. So I gotta stay more on top of my emails and stuff like that. But
one of them was for a Weatherby Vanguard for less than $400.
I know.
We are really gonna have to work on all three of us getting together.
Yeah, I told Kyle I was sick, man.
Hey, Chico, you might want to check the side chat. Mario just called you out.
do. Yeah, they do. Well, I'm the unicorn then. How about that? I'm the unicorn.
I've seen that hat on you.
Right.
He's a treasure. He's a treasure.
I like a boat gun though, man. I definitely do, man. There's something about it. I think it's more. Now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all know I'm still a rookie reloader. It's a little bit more tolerance, or you can. I don't want to say mess up. What am I? Y'all know what I'm trying to say when you reloading, and then if you use it in a boat gun versus a semi-automatic.
It's a whole broader window that you have to work in.
Right. So that'll work right up my alley for a rookie reloader. Especially rifle. Pistol. I've been looking at a lot of rifle stuff reloading. I'm like neck down, neck turning. I'm like, these pistols. I feel like I got the pistol part, but the rifle's gonna be a little challenge for me. So
yeah,
one of the differences with the bolt action versus
get you and Jamie down to the shooting property and let's have some fun.
Okay,
Chico, one of your differences with the bolt action versus a semi-auto is certain people are going to convince you that you really need to start looking at neck sizing versus full length for the bolt action.
correct. Yeah, I'm interested. I'm gonna play around with it. I know it's just like anything. When I started with reloading pistol, I was tiptoeing in, but all these guys on the panel, the Reloaders Network, and other sources definitely helped me out, and I don't want to say took my hand, but they definitely guided me in the correct way and reached out to me and told me, hey, if you need help, you got some questions, here's my email, here's my number. So I suggest, the 52 people that's out there in the side chat, if y'all need some help, anyone on this panel, and even the side chat, it's a lot of knowledge in the side chat.
The only thing you have to remember about neck sizing only is you have to keep your brass separated. If it's some range brass you picked up, put that in a quarantine box because you can only neck size if it's been shot out of your rifle.
Correct. Yes.
If it hasn't been shot out of your rifle, that is a recipe for, oh my Lord. You will be fighting and screwdriving and chiseling and beating and banging. And you may not have a decent chamber when you're done. So you got to keep track of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Chico, honestly, you could get away with just using the Lee full length sizing die, and you can set it up to where it just bumps your shoulder back 2 or 3 thousandths of an inch. And like what Kyle's saying, yeah, you might get one that has a little bit longer headspace. You just got to, it won't cam over and whatnot, so you'll know there's an issue there. But no, you really don't need to get into all the fine details of like neck size and neck turning and all that unless you're shooting far range like I am, 1,000 yards, where all that comes into play. You can get away with
looking at 308. You're only looking at about 1,100 yards or 1,100 meters.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Because it'll go transonic then, and who knows? It may go up and to the left. It may go up and to the right. It may go down into the ground. Nobody knows. You can't track it.
You may be able to hit the side of a steel plate.
Look, as long as I don't hit any more chronos, I'm fine,
Yeah, chronos are. I've already got my trophy chrono. It's mounted and everything.
That's kind of where I'm at with the 308. I'm having issues. I think I just have a standard after getting my 6.5 to shoot one hole groups. The 308, if I can get it to shoot just under an inch, it's going to work for what I do.
Cool, guys. I definitely appreciate it. I'll reach out to any of y'all if I have questions.
So Mario's got a question out there. He wants us to show him how we mounted ours. If I can be so, y'all hold on. I'm gonna get you seasick for a minute. See, Mario, I just bolted mine straight down to the countertop. Drilled holes. There you go. Done.
There you go, Mario. I use the inline fab. It's it's up there in price. This setup right here is around $150. But it is definitely solid. I like it because I like to stand. I prefer standing when I load my press.
I'm a fat guy. I sit down when I load my ammo, and I just drilled the holes and bolted it to my table. I have an old kitchen counter I use as my reloading table.
Mario, I need to know what kind of table you have because me and my buddy built a solid steel reloading bench, and I was going to make a homemade version of the inline fabrication quick change plates. Right now I'm using vice grips. It works great. The table weighs so much, it takes 6 people to move it. It ain't going nowhere.
Vice grips, quick change. Hey, it works, man. It works. I'm the same way as Kenny, man. I use the inline fab mounts. I got 3 of them so far, and I keep buying more stuff from them. Dan is an awesome dude. I talk to Dan on a regular basis, so it's we got a pretty good relationship going with him. So he takes care of all my reloading setup when I need something. Helps me out.
So you got something we need to take care of this evening, Mr. Scotsman? Are you about ready to do that?
We do. So first off, let me say a couple different things. So number one, thank you to everyone that has entered, everyone that went and watched the video, everyone that went and commented. We're trying to build the comments up on the Reloaders Network, get the interaction going. So we appreciate that a ton, an absolute ton. So thank you very much for doing so. Number two, there was about 5 or 6 people that commented in the last 2 or 3 days. If you guys are out there, I'm sorry, but you're not entered in this giveaway. It was very clear that it ended at the end of the month. We are now at the 8th. So it was very clear, defined, for the purpose of having time for myself and everyone else involved in this to get things set up properly, to be as fair as we could to be everyone else. And number 3, I personally have nothing to do with the numbers. I sent the spreadsheet over. Jamie was nice enough to take care of the spreadsheet for me and add the numbers to it. So I have nothing to do with the numbers. I have no idea who's assigned to who. I have a bag of brass right here. This is all C-Max brass. That is C-Max handwriting. And we're going to pick from here.
Okay, now let me say some things about the numbering system. We had a total of, let me get down here where I can see it. We had 57 entries, but Kyle and myself pulled out our entry in order to give our entries away to people who commented on our videos. And how I went about numbering this is some people had multiple choices, multiple entries, but I started in the middle at number 27 and went both ways at the same time. That way it's more random. The first guy that put in a comment has no better chance or no worse chance than the guys in the middle or the guys that came in last. And to make sure that we do this on a very fair playing field, after I numbered this, I sent a copy of the spreadsheet to Mr. Chico Wise. And if you would like to see it quickly, I will see if I can do a screen share. Apparently not. So never mind. I got a little bit too big for my britches, didn't I, boys? But if you want it, whenever you're ready, and
all right, so I got one more thing to say before we go ahead and do this. Guys out there watching, if your number is not drawn, do not disappear. Don't run away. We have something else coming, so don't run off. I don't want you to be discouraged because you didn't win the main prize. Because in true fashion of myself, being the Crazy Scotsman, I got 2 more prizes for you. So stick around. With that being said, I'm going to shake up some brass. And I'm going to turn away. And whenever you're ready, Jamie, go ahead and just say go.
go.
We have number 105. 105.
We don't have that many numbers, Scotsman.
Oh, did you change it? You must have changed something on me. All right, hang on. We'll have to redraw. Sorry. You changed something on me.
Hold on just a minute. We had 57 entries with some of them had multiple. We ran out at 102. So we got 102 chances for 55 different people.
Well, hopefully I grab the right number this time.
That's correct.
Well, that 105 was probably Jamie's that he pulled out. So.
All right. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and say go again.
Let Chico say go this time.
Dirty South, go.
Number 77.
Chico, you got that?
Yeah, I got the spreadsheet. You want me to say who it is?
Go for it.
70 entries 74 through 81 was Poco Loco. He had a total of 8 entries. His entries number was 74.
There you go. And 77 right there.
Congratulations.
Poco Loco.
Poco Loco is out there and he says, if I win, can I scream fix? Well, I guess you're screaming, buddy, because you won. Mr. Poco Loco, I'll need your information as well. Email me, crazyscotsman2498@gmail.com. You're also going to get all of this brass. So as a little bit of an extra, I'm throwing in all the brass. This is CMEX brass. So you get this bag of brass as a congratulations and it's something to get you started. But again, guys, stick around. There's more to come. I'm not going to do anything else right now. We're going to move on and let the chat continue on.
I got a question, and just for the people in the side chat. Poco Loco, answer. Do you reload, or have you started reloading? Oh, make sure I went on mute.
Josh, you don't want to reload, man. Quit making up stories. You see what Josh Benware put on there, y'all?
Yeah.
That's his other account. Yeah. I'll never forget that night he was on here with me, and it was just me and him and Chico and maybe Kyle, I think. And yeah, he made some people mad that night. That was pretty epic. That was pretty funny. But yeah, we enjoyed having Josh on with us. So congratulations to Poco Loco. Poco Loco. Polo Loco is what I order at the Mexican restaurant. It's a grilled chicken dish with cheese sauce. It's really good. So, Willie, are you still there?
I am, and I have a question since we have Bacon on here. Maybe you'll know. Has anyone heard from Amuser? He's MIA like Elvis Ammo. He's gone.
I chatted with Amuser, what was it now, 2-3 weeks ago, real briefly on Slack. But it was a pretty brief conversation. Sounded like he's doing all right.
Oh, that's good. Just worried about him. Haven't heard or seen anything from him. So
tell him we're really missing him on our Friday night chats.
Yeah, he's a hell of a guy.
There's Single Shot. I'm doing good, Single Shot. Thanks for asking, buddy. He just says a quick hello, but we got 53 folks watching, so we're honored to have all you guys with us. So,
yeah, but where's the thumbs ups? I think I only saw like 25 thumbs up. Push the button, guys.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good for me hosting, Willie.
Everyone loves you, brother.
Yeah, I could tell, man. It was really nice to have all the people concerned about me when I was in the hospital. That was very nice of you guys, and I can't be more grateful. So I'm excited to see Poco Loco. I'm sorry. I'm anxious to see him do an unboxing video and start seeing some reloading videos. So he says, I reloaded with my family as a kid, but no, I've been waiting to get into it for myself. So
Good deal.
That's a good deal. That's what I'm glad. I was hoping it wasn't someone who already reloads one.
yes,
If I won, because I was on the drawing, I was going to give it to Mario, because I gave him an old press, so I wanted him to get the new one if I did win. So that was really big of you, Jamie, and Kyle to back out like you did.
well, what we did was we didn't really back out so much as we gave our entries to people who made comments on our videos, who were interested in doing it. And the last thing I wanted to do, Chico was the smart one. He didn't even enter. But as it got closer to being drawing time, the last thing I wanted to do was win this press and decide who was going to get it.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I would have felt compelled to give everybody a primer, just one primer. Just how I was gonna split that up. So that's why I didn't enter, because I didn't want to have to pick anyone. So congratulations.
When I entered, I told Scotsman right off the back where it's going if I did win. So I didn't want to even see the box. I wanted it sent straight to him. So
yeah, and Jamie will tell you, and I'm sure Chico will tell you too. If you look in the spreadsheet, it's got PIF or pay it forward for everyone that said pay it forward.
Yeah, me and Jamie were talking about it, and he goes, I think I'm just going to relinquish my entries and give them to somebody else. I'm like, that's probably the best thing that you can do, because I've been fighting this and dreading this damn day, because if my name gets picked, who do I send it to? So we came up with that, and then that's what we did. So
yeah, I see a lot of PIF in the side notes of these entries, and a lot of them had at least 2 of them had 8 entries, and it was a pay it forward on that. So somebody did, the total, all the required criteria, and said pay it forward. So I was still excited, even though I didn't enter. I'm glad to see it, go to someone who's interested in the topic, and also Scotsman's subscriber for donating. I don't even know who that is, but thank you if he's watching out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
he said he didn't want his name put out there.
Right.
But I can't thank him enough. I spent probably a good hour on the phone with him when he mentioned this. He emailed me and mentioned it, and then we talked on the phone for about an hour. It was awesome, absolutely awesome. So I can't thank him enough. Very, very cool. Made it all possible.
I already look forward to our Friday night chats every week. I was really looking forward to this one. I was like, this is going to be
good. I love it. Not only do we get to see the generosity of that guy that donated, but we also got to, Poco got blessed. I have a feeling before Scotsman's done, a couple other people are going to be blessed here tonight. But we also now have another reloader amongst us, and that is awesome.
Yep,
absolutely.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. That's what it's all about. That's why I'm here in this community. It's all about growing the community and helping each other and growing and just being a part of it.
Yeah. And it's just an awesome skill trait, something you could pass down to your family members, your kids, your loved ones.
I want to see damn videos of this thing being used. I want to see the process completed. Tell you what, Poco, hit me up on, I'll actually post my email down here. What calibers are you looking to reload?
Yeah, let's make a pact. If we all want to see Poco do some reloading videos, then we all need to go over and sub him. So y'all go blow up his sub list and sub to Poco, and let's see some of his videos. Just like Brody and Opie, who are on me now in the side chat because I called them out and embarrassed them. I told them, I said, man, it ain't like that. I didn't mean to embarrass you. We just love you and want to see more more of you. So
just Polo, tell me what you're loading, and I'll see what I can send your way to. And I don't know, either it'll all be one big package or you'll get one from me. So
Poco Loco, I just subbed you just now, so.
Yep, he's got me too. But honestly, now with the new YouTube rules, you can't just sub him. Now you have to stop the live stream that you're on, go over to his channel, and you have to put an emoji or a period or a hey, I gotcha or whatever. Because if you don't, within 2 days, they take that sub back and you won't have him.
What?
Really? I hadn't heard any of that.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah, it's on the new
algorithm.
policy. Mm-hmm.
So now,
so
what do we got to do?
So you need to watch at least one of his videos, and you need to watch it longer than a minute.
Okay.
You got to watch it and comment on it, or else it will not lock the sub in. And I'm sorry, you can't say sub on YouTube anymore. It will not lock the gotcha in. So you have to watch it for a little bit and then comment on the video for it to lock the gotcha in, or else next time they run the algorithm, you're gone.
Nah, I'm so glad I'm not dependent on this platform anymore.
No crap. No crap.
I know, I'm not even...
Yeah, they picked up on keywords like when people was in their live streams and they like, I subbed you or I subscribed. They started picking that up. So a lot of in the other live streams, people go on there and say like, for instance, I may say I primed you. You know what I mean? And then so it's just certain people are switching the keywords that they're saying. It's a bunch of horse crap.
I don't have time for these reindeer games.
Yeah,
right.
No crap.
I've watched people pick up 200 gotchas in one night just from being on like 4 or 5 different live streams, and I'll just follow them around, whatever. And,
Andy79Z28 wants to know where he should upload his videos to. I won't tell you one's better than the other. I'll just throw a list out for you to consider. BitChute, Gunstreamer, HugeTube. Yeah, that should get you started.
I would suggest Gunstreamer. You can have it automatically pulled off YouTube and just use YouTube as a just something where you could automatically, it's a little easier to upload and then have it just pull.
BitChute does that too.
Yeah, Bacon, can you do that?
They do. Yes, it does. I'm sorry.
Bacon, can you do that from YouTube straight over the Reloaders Network? Have it automatically send everyone over?
The Reloaders Network doesn't have servers themselves. I don't have servers that actually host video.
Oh, okay.
Hosting video, not just video, but hosting lots of videos and then being able to handle the bandwidth to stream those videos to lots of people all at the same time is a lot of money.
Right.
Well, I just wanted to ask because I got all mine going from YouTube straight to Gunstreamer. So
yeah. Now what I have done is I'm working with some of the guys right now. Obviously not a requirement, but we've looked at a good hosting option that'll cost folks a couple bucks if they want something a little more sure. But yeah, as long as there's things like Gunstreamer and HugeTube and BitChute and whatnot that are offering their services for no cost, I can't justify spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on setting up another one of those services.
Oh, I just wanted to double check. I didn't know if it
Yep,
did that
yep.
yet or not.
No.
Yeah, I use Gunstreamer for that one. It works well. I haven't had any issues. I mean, it takes a little longer to upload the video sometimes, but other than that, I've had no issues.
Now, if they would just make it as easy as YouTube, where you can just pop up and see everyone's videos like YouTube, that would be outstanding. If we get another server like that, you know, it's so. I mean, I'm not computer illiterate at all, as everyone knows. So for me, YouTube is great. I'm a moron. I can easily go on and leave a comment or whatever, misspell everything, but I can leave a comment. But even with Gunstreamer, I still have a hard time figuring out where to leave a comment and so on. So I do all my comments on YouTube and I just watch on Gunstreamer sometimes. 99% of the time, I just watch on YouTube, you know, until they kick us off, bastards.
Well, they're in the process of that right now.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah, Gunstreamer is kind of leaning towards kind of having a mimic a version of YouTube. That's why I started to like it. You have an app on your phone that you could download and you could upload with that app and everything.
I agree, Kenny. I'm really liking the Gunstreamer thing, but I'm also on BitChute. So, and I have both of them set up that as soon as I load a video on YouTube, it goes to both of those. Well, after I turn it public, because usually, particularly my reloading content goes up on the Reloaders Network for a couple of days before I turn it live on YouTube. So,
you know, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jamie. I wanted to ask the audience here if you like the articles instead of, you know, with the Reloaders Network, do people like reading actual more detailed stuff that wasn't explained in the videos? Yeah, I would like to hear from folks here that actually, you know, read from the Reloaders Network.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
I will actually sit there. I'll watch videos from the Reloaders Network and all that. I love the way that Bacon's made it where you can get a weekly dump email instead of 78 emails. That's awesome. I will actually sit there and read a bunch of the articles because, you know, some of them I don't do, you know. I don't have a 458 SOCOM. I don't have this. I don't have that. And I used to disregard the 12 gauge reloading stuff. And there's quite a few people on there that do that. But I'm glad that I had the ability to come back and start looking at some of these articles and videos and all that. And I'll sit here for 3 or 4 hours and just wear the battery out on my what do you call it? iPad? Yeah, iPad. I'll just be reading and reading and reading and making notes, and I'm like, oh, cool. And I really enjoy that feature. I mean, I enjoy reading the articles. I don't get the Dylan Blue Press just because there's some remotely attractive female on the cover holding the gun. No, that's not why I get it. There's actually some pretty good articles in there.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I ask is Brody actually brought it up. I'm a visual reader. I like learning when I read. So I think what I plan on doing in the future is making articles with little short video clips explaining if I'm doing a tutorial or something or a breakdown or review, just that little portion of that article, you know, a quick little video or picture of it, and actually get more in detail with the articles.
So,
Yeah, sorry, Jamie, go ahead. You beat me to it.
You go ahead, Chico.
Well, I was going to answer Kenny's question. I too read the articles on the Reloaders Network. The videos are fine, but you know, guys, keep in mind the 48 of you that's out there. It's a lot of guys on the Reloaders Network that do not have YouTube channels, and I had a lot of people tell me that. So that made me start reading their, like, some of them don't even make videos. Some of them just write the article. Some of them may just write the articles. So I read a lot of Thomas Pickering stuff over there and other guys, the actual articles. So it's helpful for me, and I'm kind of like Kenny. I think I may attempt to do an article soon. Go ahead, Jamie. Sorry.
I just wanted to say thanks to Walter Coach for asking about me, and God bless you too, brother. I know that was a while back in the comments. But Single Shot asked me, how do I do that? Bacon, you and Kenny will have to help me explain it to him. But what goes on when you're setting up your account at BitChute or Gunstreamer, there's a little bitty checkbox at the bottom of a page there where you can where it tells you to, and I don't know exactly where it is. You have to fish around in there and find it, but all you do is click that checkbox and it imports everything from YouTube to your BitChute or Gunstreamer account. So it's fed over automatically.
Yeah, with BitChute, I set my BitChute account up about 16, 17 months ago. So it's been a while since I set it up. They will, I don't think it'll import all your old stuff, but it will anything new that you put. But I know with Gunstreamer, you can have them actually pull over all your old stuff as well if you're just setting up your account.
With BitChute, they ask you to have your channel ID number. This is something you can get under your profile and your account settings. It's a number that you should keep and not share with anybody because you could really screw up your account. BitChute would take that ID and kind of just mimic whatever is being posted from future and then post over, like what Bacon said. Gunstreamer takes about a week, and they'll manually go in there, or have somebody manually go in there and then pull all the videos to there, and then automatically upload from there.
All right. Jamie, are you ready, man? It's almost 9:30. We're going to do something else here if it's cool.
That's great, man.
All right. So, guys, I'm going to draw one more number out the bag, and I'm going to give away a single stage press. I will ship it direct to you from Amazon. And then before the chat is over, we're going to give away one more press to the people in the comments in the side chat. So we're going to figure out a way with the crew that we have here, how to pick someone in the side chat. And we'll also give away a single stage press to the side chat too. But before we do that, we're going to give away one more. So we're going to pick another number. And I'm going to have Kenny, if you would, sir, whenever you're ready, say go.
Let's go.
All right. Nope, can't use that one. I picked a high number again. Sorry, guys.
Okay, how about now?
Did you say you're giving away a Reading, Big Boss?
Number 29.
Yes.
Number 29.
Chico, you got it, or you want me to go?
I got it.
Go for it.
Tom O. And I can't say his name, so everybody know who
Tom Olafson?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, awesome. Cool. I don't see him out there, but I already have Tom's address, so that's cool. Good deal.
Let me do this so ain't no trickery. Look. 29. 29. Scroll over. Oh, wrong way. 29. Tom O.
Awesome, man.
Congratulations.
Would that be T-Dubs?
T-Dubs?
The number 29 seems very appropriate for a Scotsman giveaway.
No, I mean, is that actually T-Dubs? Is that who that is?
No, that's Tom Olafson. I don't know if you know him or not.
No, and you already said you wasn't supposed to say his name, so. Hey.
No, that was another giveaway we just did, but that's Tom Olafson. Tom Olafson's a good dude. I know him.
Yep.
He's a real good dude. I've met him. I've shot with him. So yeah, it's awesome that he won. So I'll get that one up to him too. Remember, guys, in the side chat, hang tight. We got one more press to give away.
This is an epic night.
It's a trifecta.
Yes, it is. Let me do something right quick here. Okay. I've my subscribers has my subscriber count has really gone up lately. And I want to thank Scotsman for that for one thing. I want to thank Kyle and Chico and all you other guys for that for another. And I really don't know why that is, but I'm up to 260 subscribers. So when and if I ever make it to 300, I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm not going to. I don't know how we're going to go about doing it. Kyle, Chico, you and Nathan will have to help me. Scotsman ideas I'll be open to, but I've got a red dot scope that I'm not using, and I'm probably going to give it away. And it's not a cheap one. It's not the most expensive one you can get, but it starts with a V. Let's put it like that. And everybody's been real good to me lately, so I need to be good to you guys too. So when I get to 300, we're going to give away a red dot.
Well, if you got Kyle and Chico involved, they may put different people's names on top of chronographs, and it's the first one you shoot.
Yeah.
That's classic. Way to go.
Hey, and see, I wonder if a lot of people like, what are they talking about with this chronograph? When I first got into reloading, the very first time I took my chrono out and I was getting data and I was proud of myself. About the 13th shot, I killed my chrono. I shot straight through it, through and through. She's somewhere over here. It's a trophy. It's like, guys hunting and put the mounts up. This is what they call it. This is my mount. This is what I'm going to hang up somewhere down here. So, yeah, $100 chrono went straight through it.
That's like I say, brother, I got mine mounted on the wall right there.
Yeah, but your chrono can be fixed, Kyle. It just blew the leg off it. Chico does it right through the center.
Because Caldwell has been communicative, but not with helpful information. I'm like, I'm sending you pictures of what's broke. Can you get this stuff or not?
Well, maybe that's one.
Y'all need to get you a chrono saver.
Maybe that's one advantage of the Competition Electronics Pro Chrono Digital.
Yeah.
They'll replace or fix or replace for no more than half the current list price. and I know that because the very first video I put on YouTube was going through that process, because the very first time I took my chronograph out, I grazed the top with a 270 grain hard cast out of a 44 mag.
Yeah, I seen that.
You don't graze with a 44 mag.
Okay, Bacon. Here you go, Bacon. This is what you need to get someone to make. A see-through AR500 plate to protect our chronograph. Because of Kyle Lusk and Chico Wise and the Great Bacon destroys their...
Well, really, have you not seen the Chrono Saver 3000?
Exactly. That's what we need. We need the $99.95 Chrono Saver.
Hey, Willie, I fixed mine for 2 years with camouflage duct tape.
It's already out there. Only TR Prepper has it.
There you go.
Yeah, the reality is everything downrange eventually becomes a target.
Pretty much. That is true.
Chico, single shot sent you a message, bud.
Hey, Jamie, what red dot are you giving away, bud?
I won't say exactly. All I'll say is it starts with a V.
All right. Well, get a hold of me because we're going to add to your giveaway. We're going to make your giveaway a little more epic.
Cool, man. Sounds fun. Sounds like we need to do this again.
That's what Scotsman does. Scotsman makes things epic.
I can probably add to it a little bit too.
I got some ideas too. With each one of these presses that he's giving away, I'm gonna give away some cast lead seeds.
Oh, Poco Loco's already hit me up on Slack, and his response was, "Am I doing this right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be with you in a minute."
Now, Scotsman, on that picture I sent you of those 3 bullets, which one did you like the best?
Oh,
The
I was on
124
Slack.
grain, the
Hold on.
120. Yeah, on Slack. I sent you that picture.
Hold on. I have to pull it back up again.
I'm sorry, both of my multimedia devices are being used at the moment.
Quick glance. You ready?
Me? Okay.
That was great. Jamie put it up, and Chico said me, and so all you see was Chico's face.
I seen it though. I didn't know he was talking to me or not. I'm gonna go back on mute.
Oh, timing is everything, man. I'm telling you, and that was beautiful.
Wow.
Chico's gonna have to watch the replay to see what kind of.
We're gonna have to.
No,
all of us
he
are gonna
can't
have to
even
watch
see
the
the
replay.
replay. As soon as you said, "Okay, y'all ready?" he went, "What?" And that's all you see is his face.
Quick glance. Me? Huh?
No, Chico.
Exactly. I know. Chico said that. Me?
He's giving away a portrait of Chico.
That was great. I love the mysterious.
Hey, Willie, I think it's the purple one.
Comment.
Okay, the purple one. Okay, I got you.
So I need to do it again.
Nope.
No, I got it. I saw it.
Nope.
I got you.
Man, that's a good little gift, man. Be excited for whoever gets that one.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
All I saw was, "Okay, y'all ready?" And then Chico's face, "Huh?" And then Jamie was done. Did you get it?
Me?
Anyway, man, everybody's been so giving to me. I got to give back a little bit, and that's not a cheap red dot, but it's far from the most expensive one you can get, and it'll do somebody a lot more good than it'll do me because I got old man eyes and I can still see a red dot, but it's a blur, and so get one of these young guys like OP and Brody and see what they can do with it.
Damn, give it to Kenny. Shit, that guy can shoot a hawk's eye out with a damn red dot.
Mig says Mig can't live without whatever was just shown. He doesn't know what it is, but he can't live without it.
Okay, we'll make sure we double Mig's entries
Just for Mig.
because he sent me some stuff too. Did I show you all this?
The Valston caps? Those are epic.
That's what I'm waiting for.
You know, it's funny. Tin Man's been saying for a while he's gonna send me a package. I'm just waiting. I know those damn valve caps are gonna be in it.
You know you're getting the valve caps. I'm telling you what, I'm gonna put them on my wife's car and go to America's Tire and say, "Check the air for me, buddy." But I want to get them chrome plated.
Ozark Spirit says this is starting to look like a hat chat.
Not unless he jumps on them.
I'm not asleep and snoring yet. It doesn't look anything like a hat chat.
This is one of the things that Mig sent me. Made me that ball to fit on my Lee case gauge and cutter. And Kenny, I was talking to the Emperor last night on the phone for a good while, and we were talking about these Lee case gauges, and I was explaining to him about how when I use those, it trims my brass back fairly well, but it never takes it all the way back to the trim tool length.
Okay.
So I get I'm usually like say for 5.56 223. Your trim tool length is 1.750. Well, the max case length is 1.760. So when I use the Lee case gauge and trim it back, I'm usually around 1.753, 1.754. And it doesn't take it all the way back. And he was saying that you and him were having that conversation.
Yeah. You're talking about this exact setup, right? Right here?
This exact setup, just like that. Yes.
Sure. Okay, so what are you using to actually hold your cases?
this.
Okay, very similar to this. Then it's a 3-jaw chuck. Now, the depth of the actual cutter itself is dependent on that primer little tip right here.
Right.
If you were to take a little file to it, and it's very, very, a lot of measuring, but take some off. As long as you use that same cutter, you're always going to you'll take a little bit more off at the same time. Because what it does, it bottoms out actually onto that little metal piece in the middle.
Yeah. Or in this particular case, it bottoms out right there on the anvil, right there.
Yep. Yeah. So that's probably one of the only ways you could you could get it to where it trims down a little further. Now, if it goes too far, or it starts going far, more than likely that what happens is that the actual gauge itself is starting to wear out, or it caused a burr and it's screwed in a little further down. And you can fix that with just a simple Home Depot washer and get your overall length back. So
yeah, that was my problem with mine. But that three-jaw chuck Kenny was just showing is the bomb. The one that Jamie's showing, man, I'm an old guy. My hands have arthritis. After a while, my hands curl up a little knot. But with that one Kenny showing, I can go all day long. I've been trimming brass right now for going to see Kenny. Last 2 days and my hands are fine. So that three-jaw chuck, if I can learn to talk, is well worth the money, guys.
Yeah. Honestly, these gauges I really, really like them. They're just cheap. They work and they don't really wear out. If it does, it's usually user error, and they're not hard to replace. They're pretty cheap. Like I said, $6.
Right. There's Tread. Hey, Tread and Ozark. Speaking of which, Chico, we're about done here, man. So you want to run down the side chat?
Yes, sir. Surely will. Let me back out here with my. Everybody's giving me crap about Carter's tablet. Like I'm using his tablet. I am because I bought it.
Why not?
So look, we got Big Man Outdoors has joined us. He's been here for a while. Pamela's Pride, Tread, Ozark Spear, Uncle Jim, OP Steele's with us. Thor's Axe, James Pollard, Mig, that's Measuring Grains, Vanessa Kitty, William C. Chaplin. We've got Single Shot, Vanessa Kitty, Brody 556, Cal Luss is in the room, Chico Wise. We have Idaho Rogers, Jesse B. Outdoors, Philip Smith, Phil M. Rivers, Mario Mosen, David Garfley. Forgive me if I screwed that up. Emma Biggity, he's a Georgia brother. I just found that out. Coates Brothers Firearms, hey brother. Ocean 374, Andy 79, Z28, Eagle Eye Shootings on the panel. We also got the Crazy Scotsman on the panel. We got Josh Benware channel, V Borg, Floyd Hicks. Sorry I missed you last time, brother. MCK. Who else? We got Captain Sharks here. Well, he was here. I'm sure he's still here. Fuzz T-Fork 8 and Pony _47. And forgive me if I miss anyone. I'm going to make sure. Eagle Eye Shooting's here. The Crazy Scotsman's on the panel here with us. Loads of Bacon. Kyle Luss is on the panel with us. They're all in the side chat also. So thanks, guys.
Andy
The Truth
still
Hurts. I've never seen that one. The Truth Hurts.
All right. So before we jump off, before we start going through exits and all that good stuff, I'm going to go to the founder of the Reloaders Network and ask him to pick a number, and we're going to scroll up the chat, and I'm going to have, let's see, Kenny, you got the chat visible or no?
I do.
I'll have Kenny scroll up to that number from the minute that Bacon says that number, and that person will win the prize.
So I should probably keep it less than 1,000.
Probably be a good idea.
Figured out chat from there.
Well, I like 29, but that was already mentioned tonight. So we'll We'll keep it on easy on Kenny there. We'll go with 19.
On a shoe. Hold on. Let me take my shoes off real quick. All right. So starting from Kyle Lust, that's where I stop. Go up 19. All right. So 9, 10, 11, 12. Second. Computer lag. 13, 14. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Coach Brothers Firearm. That's 19.
Nice. Very cool.
Right on.
I don't know if yeah, Coach, you're on Slack. Hit me up on Slack, man. I'll get your info, and we'll get a press out to you, brother.
Well, maybe you have to get one for each brother.
Yeah.
No, I'm only doing one. If someone else wants to throw it in there, they can buy the other one.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know another press was being given out. That's awesome.
Yeah, we just did 3 presses tonight, brother.
Well, I knew of 2. Wow. This is the second one I knew of, but
Scotsman
great.
keeps it lively.
That's
Yeah.
it, man. You go big or you go home, man. And I don't like going home, so.
You're the man, Scotsman. You're the
Coach,
man.
you give it to someone else.
Coach says give it to somebody else. Are you sure? Are you sure, Walter?
All right, well, Coach, if that's the case, you pick someone in the chat, brother.
All right, look, I'm putting a series of periods. Now, everything starts backwards from there. If that's okay with everybody. The series of periods goes backwards from there.
Now, if I take my shoes off, I can count to 18.
All right, he said redraw, so y'all figure it out.
Well, you know who I think the press should go to?
Well, how about this? Have Coach pick a number and redo it like that.
Yeah, that's the best way. Have Coach pick it.
That sounds good.
There you go. All right, yep. Coach, pick a number, man.
Now, from my dots backwards, so now he's sitting there going through it, or what?
He said 19.
Hell, throw your favorite caliber up there. Let's make people work for it.
44.
Why is your favorite caliber 4570?
5110.
He said 74. That's brutal.
Oh man, God, come on.
That's brutal.
Start counting, Kyle.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm still trying to find mine. Okay, I'll do it. Good
We're not
Lord.
talking centimeters.
I hate to do the Uncle Jim thing, but that's just fitting.
Is it from your dots there, Kyle?
I don't
put it
know.
on
I don't know. I asked him. Was it from my dots? And he just said a number.
He said a number. Just put your dots up whenever, and then I'll put it on Excel. We can count from there.
I've already put my dots up.
Okay, well then we'll make it official. Go from your dots.
I gotta find my dots, man.
Find your dots.
Good Lord, everybody's really, guys. Jeez.
I gotta look at the side chat.
74.
Well,
Good
Kyle's
Lord,
counting.
there's
What else are we
74.
talking about for the next 20 minutes?
Okay, there's my dots. Okay. Do I really have to
1,
count this out?
2.
I got you, Kyle.
3.
Kenny, you're my hero, brother.
Yeah, I used to do a lot
Hey,
of.
Mr. PC Bullet is on. Good to see you, brother.
Oh, it's about
Jim.
time. You wanna hop on for a little
The
bit, brother?
Emperor. You should hop on. Let Uncle Jim hop on. The unicorn himself.
So anybody
This has
else
been a
doing
really
some shooting
great
this weekend?
night. This has been a really great night. I've really enjoyed it.
No shooting, but a lot of loading, Chico. A lot of loading. I'm planning on blasting a lot of rounds off with Mr. Eagle Eye.
Are you fixing to load up Zinc 223?
Are you supposed to be counting?
No. Kenny said he had it.
No, negative.
trying to get my
No
steel.
zinc 223. I don't have a steel mold for 223, guys. Sorry, or I would.
That'd be an awfully light bullet.
Oh, I'd be like shooting a 17 HMR out of a 223. I mean, be super light.
Kenny, do I need to be picking
Hey,
or
think about it. 55 grain
Yeah,
bullet
my Excel ain't working right now.
would probably be like
okay? Let me
30,
find it
30
again.
grains,
And
35 grains, roughly.
the number 74.
Yeah, I'm just trying to log in. Like for some reason, my Excel isn't working.
It's gonna take forever.
But I bet I could get that zinc bullet flying if I
Okay.
could. One.
Ozark.
Ozark.
Yeah, I want to see load a 45-70 round for Ozark. Let him shoot it out of. Or was it not 45-70? What is that? What's his cannon he goes out pig hunting with? 458 SOCOM.
Yeah, Mig, we're still counting. We've only got just a few more minutes left, so I would be happy to have Tim and Uncle Jim join us in the after chat if you want to send him a link, Willie.
Jamie, I'm sorry, I don't know how to do that, buddy.
Now I need to know what was the number. Was it 74?
It was 74. He said that was the year he was born.
Youngster.
Y'all ready for this?
Coach Brothers Fire.
No, it's me.
Oh shit!
Well,
It's when I sent. We still got something else.
Oh, my back.
So that means Cal pick a number.
Oh shit! All right, who's gonna have to count it out?
all right, hold on. Coast Brothers, you're out there. I know there's a few people out in the side chat out here that do not reload right now. Are you okay with me with just picking one and sending them the press?
No, I say somebody has to count out 75 fucking comments.
No, because I'm not doing that. We're gonna be here all goddamn night with you.
Come on, send it to his fellow soldiers. Send it to Mario. He's just beginning, guys. That's
Mario's
my
already got one and already has another one on the way.
Oh, okay, then I'll shut up.
Mario's got a press.
All right, I'll
All
shut
right.
up.
All right, Coach Brothers says he's good with that, so I got someone in mind. I will make that happen.
All right, make it happen. You gonna announce it?
You got to announce it now.
Yeah, it's a good brother. He actually helped out back in the beginning of the CMAX fundraisers, and that is Ambiguity.
Oh, if he helped with CMAX, I'm all for that right there.
We have had some voluntary donations in his favor, so I'm extremely happy with that.
Congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
Ambiguity, you'll get that in a separate package. That'll come direct from Amazon, and then you'll also get another package from me too, brother. So there'll be two packages anyway.
Hit me up on Slack and tell me what caliber you load. If I have a mold, I will send you some bullets.
As I will too. Is he a reloader at this moment?
He's fixing to be.
Yeah, he's wanting to be. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I don't think he is yet, but he is now.
And then he's in Georgia too, so
do y'all really understand what we've done here tonight?
We have cursed him with a factor of reloading.
We have made several reloaders just from them watching our live chat. Imagine where we could go. We could take
society
care of Washington, D.C.
For society.
Society.
Kenny's trying to say something. Go ahead, Kenny.
I said, but wait, there's more. There's
There's one more. There's one more.
We got about 4 minutes, brother.
He went all Billy Mays with it.
Kenny's already give away a press tonight, so
now you guys can't blame us that we gave you a press if your missus, your better halves, are mad at you for buying dyes and bullets and primers and everything else.
Yeah, that has nothing to do with me. That's not my fault.
Nothing to do with us at all.
Hey, I like your shirt, Scottman.
Hopefully they're buying them anyway, but this way they buy them separately versus the factory putting them all together for them and charge them extra.
Absolutely. And go to the Reloaders Network, give them the props. If you're going through Amazon, might as well, or Midway, or whoever.
Brownells, it's a lot of links over there. I just because I shop at Amazon a lot. I told Bacon, but yeah, all those other links. It doesn't cost you nothing to just click on the link, and it takes you straight back to it. So
don't have Midway on there yet. I haven't been able to figure that one out.
Just a minute, Mario. Mario wants to know where he can get a Reloaders Network T-shirt.
I have a few left, actually. And maybe if you guys want to, it's up to you if you want to give them out. We got boxes. There's a few more. I got double XL that will fit you. Right here, Mario.
Nobody never has medium.
I had medium.
I'm just waiting.
Oh, we got to go to the kids section for you, Chico.
Medium is between a small and a medium.
That's the same section where he bought his iPad.
Dude, I can just put a couple holes in a sock. My sock will fit you, Chico, as a shirt.
See the difference?
Yeah, I got a few left if you want it. I got the green and the black one. You can tell me what color that fits you.
Hey, he's Army Green, buddy.
Hey, Mario, put your size in the side chat.
Yeah, Mario.
Let's everybody all at once. Hey.
Love you, brother. No homo.
He said extra large.
Extra large.
Extra large my ass. I've seen you on your videos.
Yeah, you damn sure 2X, man. Quit fronting.
No, quit fronting, right?
Maybe you like belly shirts. If you like the belly shirt.
Battle Bean's like a 4X, dude.
Yeah, but he just said XL. That may be what you like, but that's not what you wear. Okay.
Yeah, we're not talking when you're 18 when you enlisted.
All right, guys, it's getting close to 10 o'clock, so we'll start with our outros. Let me just say briefly, thanks everybody for watching. I hope everybody had fun tonight. I know I did. And we're still got 49 on. So with that, Mr. Chico, do your thing, brother.
Yes, sir, guys and girls. Thanks for being here. As always, it's always a pleasure. I want to thank all the panel members and everyone in the side chat. Hey, you guys, we're a big community, and one thing we always got to keep in mind are our brothers. So y'all still keep our brother Big Al and Bigger Behind the Trigger in your prayers. You know what I'm saying? They're a big part of our community. And I want to say thank you, man. Congratulations to all the winners. Everyone who's won, if you can hit me up on Slack, I'm going to be sending you, hopefully you shoot 9mm. I'll send you some 9mm of my cast load. So thanks, guys. Sorry if I took up too much of your time on my outro.
No, not at all. Mr. Kyle.
Guys and gals, this was so much fun. I'm amazed that we had this much fun. Well, actually, I was expecting this much fun. But actually, what I was expecting, we have exceeded. And it's so awesome. I've got now some stuff to send out to not Polo Loco, but Poco Loco. I'll figure that out. He hit me up on Slack, and I was like, yes, that's how you do it. It's pretty simple. Okay. I can't believe I want another press, and nope, forward it away, and but yeah, man, the generosity tonight was awesome. I'm really enjoying the camaraderie in the side chat. I can't even think about the live chat. I've been just so cutting up with the side chat. It's been a killer night. I'm glad about the panel that we had on here. And it's just really amazing and humbling me. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jamie.
Mig, the base for that press worked absolutely flawlessly. I've got it mounted up, and I'm ready to start using it for decapping and bullet sizing. I can't thank you enough, brother. Thank you so much. Mig does some really good work. And with that, we will go to Mr. Bacon.
There's the microphone. I appreciate you having me on. It definitely a pleasure. And thanks to Scotsman and to Kenny. Seeing all the gifts tonight. You guys you certainly set the bar very high for big-hearted members of the community. So you guys are awesome. Thank you for it.
Bacon, thanks for being here, man. We always enjoy it when you're around. That being said, Mr. Kenny, thank you so much for my new Lee Auto Breech Lock Pro. I can't wait to get it mounted up and start using it. And I will be in touch with you later this week about getting a T-shirt for Mario. Scotsman has Mario's address, I'm sure. So we'll be in touch later. So what?
I know nothing.
Come on, man. You can hook Battle Bean up. So, Kenny, what you got on the horizons for us, brother?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say it's not really about the subscribers here. All of us here start becoming family. And I really encourage those that, even though you probably don't comment that much or whatever, don't be afraid to. You're in a safe place to ask any kind of questions on any one of us here on YouTube or even on the Reloaders Network. We're all here to help. We want to see you guys succeed. Just have fun with this sport. So I just wanted to say thank you guys. Thanks for the people here, the side chat. You guys are awesome. It's what encourages me to continue on making videos and just give back to the folks and the friends that I've made here.
Well, we appreciate you very much, Kenny. You're a big part of our community, and I can't thank you enough for all the stuff you've done for me, brother. And, any of us that you see on the panel tonight are on the Reloaders Network. If you have any questions for us, you want to just chat with us, you got a question for us, you want our phone number, whatever, get us on Slack and ask us a question, and we'll be glad to answer anything you got or just hang out with you for a while. So one more thing I want to say before I go to the Scotsman. We've got some friends up north that are out camping this weekend. They can't be here watching. And Kyle, don't be looking like that because you know them. AOK, Michael Signs, the Bearded CB, and Jeeps and things, I think. They're all out together on a camping trip. And that's what
personally, yeah.
Well, that's what Kenny's talking about. Growing this family, growing a family of people who are going to stick together when stuff like what Warsaw Patriot was talking about earlier. And with that, we'll go to the Scotsman.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate Let's Bacon letting me do this. And I appreciate everyone out there for jumping in, entering, being a part of it. And most of all, just kind of like Kenny said, man, I appreciate this community more than anything. We've all stick together, we all come together, and we all help each other out. And me personally, I'm more than grateful. It's been a good couple of years here on YouTube and on the Reloaders Network now as well, and just awesome to see everyone come together and be a huge community. So appreciate it.
Okay, with that, we're a little bit over time, but Kyle, Scotsman said a couple of years about this time last year. I met you at very close to this time last year at the IHOP. So
IHOP right there in beautiful downtown trifecta Cartersville, and actually it was me and Taylor, my youngest son.
Yep. And so next month will be about 1 year anniversary that I started making videos on YouTube. And
that's because I pushed your butt and said do it. Because Bacon pushed my butt and said do it.
Well, there you go. It's all Bacon's fault.
Well, there you go. All right. I'm good with that.
Bacon and Kyle's butt.
Whoa.
Just remember, man, everything is better with bacon.
No, not my butt. No. The hell?
Well, bacon. We'll just leave your butt out of it.
Thank you. I would appreciate that.
Make sure you use extra bacon grease.
No, bad. No, on, dab, on.
Well,
Here
Kyle,
you go, Mario. Sorry, that's a question.
show that again. We didn't see it.
Oh yeah, Mario and James are wondering if I had a black belt. There it is.
Oh, I thought you were showing us a red dot sight.
Oh.
I got a black belt on my pants too. It holds my pants up.
But no, I really, I honestly, guys, and in the side chat too, I think the live stream's gone, but the side stream's still going. I really do love and appreciate every one of you guys. And yeah, some of us have had arguments. Some of us have become really good friends. And I think all of that envelops a great relationship that the Reloaders Network is. I mean, we're all very generous people. We're not the hatred-filled people that the mainstream media wants to tell us that we are. And I just appreciate, and like me and Jamie and Chico every Friday night, and Nathan too. We're just so happy to get online and cut up with people. And it's really our relaxing thing. Because let me tell you, my job sucks. It's stressful. I hate it. It pays my bills, so I continue to do it. But Friday nights are fun, and I enjoy it. And I appreciate every single one of you guys for being here tonight. And all I can say is thank you.
Chico rolls his own. And with that being said, last but certainly not least, one of my best buddies on YouTube, Mr. Woolet Bullet Man. What you got coming up for us, Willie?
Well, right off the back, single shot, get a hold of me on Slack real fast about the zinc bullets you asked me about. I'll gladly send some to you. Just tell me what caliber. If I have a mold, they'll be yours. As Jamie said, and as Kenny said, I don't count these people on the board or anyone on the site chat as friends. We're family. If you have a question, ask it. If I don't know, I'll ask someone who might know. I mean, look at Kenny. Kenny and Chico are the youngest guys on here right now, to the best of my knowledge. And Kenny surpassed my reloading Billy. I know, Chico, your eyes got all big. I bow to Kenny. His shooting, long distance shooting, is outstanding. For a young man, he's the man. The gracefulness and the generosity of the Scotsman, who my wife hates for some reason, love you, buddy, is just great. I bow to you too, my friend. I bow to you too. It's just, the community is outstanding. Bacon doing the Reloaders Network, getting everything set up. It's just great. YouTube is slicing their own throats, in my opinion, if they get rid of us. That's my opinion. I think that's going to be the biggest mistake they're going to make, is getting rid of us. Great Americans who are not the psychopaths out there doing all these stupid things with firearms. So that's my bit. I'm sorry. Like I said, I love all my friends, even Kyle.
Oh, well, by God, thank you.
You're quite welcome, my friend. You're quite welcome. And look forward to videos from Eagle Eye and Willie the Bullet Man, because we're going to be blasting that desert apart. And Uncle Jim, don't worry. We will blast a sand snowman for you, since you don't have to make an ice snowman or snow snowman. We will do that for you. We'll get Tannerite and blow up a sand snowman somehow. Just
How you
for
gonna make it yellow, though? You have to put WB.
Man, that's going to be kind of hard for me to pee
wait
yellow.
Wait a minute. It's
Make it
pretty
yellow.
easy for somebody in California, because isn't there a Warner Brothers studio over there that might have a yellow WB laying around?
Maybe. I don't know. Too far away from me.
Go ahead, Kenny. You were going to say something, show something?
Yes, yeah, we can make anything yellow. That's easy to do. I've got to drink a lot of Gatorade, and then
That's it.
I got some of these. I got lots of these. Kind of went a little too much.
What are those, Kenny?
These are the new style tannerites. They're like 4 times potent than a regular tannerite. I don't know
Is that
what
what
to
you
do
blew
with
your
it.
toilet up with?
Yeah, it's literally only a quarter of a pound. I mean, imagine putting more than what Ozark Spirit puts in on a hog.
Yeah.
You'd be getting a pink mist in your face.
And one day I hope to see all of the panel and everyone on the side chat if I can. You know, I'd love to shake every one of your hand and give Miss Kitty a hug and a kiss and say, I love you, sweetie. You're always on the side chats. You're always there, never fail. So, love you, Kitty.
I would love to see everybody meeting together in a central location, which I think would be northern to central Oklahoma. It's closer for some.
I'll tell you where that would be. That would be Springfield, Missouri. We'll all crash at the Emperor's house.
There you go.
Okay, with that being said, guys, we're already nearly 15 minutes over. I hope everybody can come back next week when hopefully Nathan will be back. Y'all won't have to put up with me. Scotsman tomorrow night, Sunday night, 7 o'clock, foreign and domestic with Alan B. Pro.
Yeah, okay.
Hopefully, I'll get an invite this week. I was in the hospital last week and watched it till I passed out. Next week, right back here, Bacon, the 23rd.
Yeah, that or thereabouts.
Okay. We've got some stuff in the works for the Reloaders Network multi-author chat every third weekend. And so that weekend we will not be airing, but the Reloaders Network chat will be. With that, I'm signing off of here. Everybody wave bye. We'll see y'all next Friday night.
Ozark, put your
Great
clothes on.
night.
Bye,
Great
y'all.
night. Love you.
Later.
I'm rocking the patch. You just can't see it.